Hey guys, TGS here, and I am back for another mod review. Now today I'm doing this the same way I did the other one, the same setup and everything. And today we're going to look at the Galacticraft mod. Now this was probably the first mod I ever got. And I thought, well, why not do a review on it so some of you other guys can have it as a first mod you ever got. So, yeah, this mod is huge. I'm looking at some very basic features. This is the basics of the mod. This is the need-to-know stuff. But there is a ton of other things in this mod that you'll have to go and discover yourself, or read about on the wiki. So we're gonna start off. With your basic stuff. So first of all, gonna make a rocket, and to do this you need all this stuff. And yeah, heavy nose cone, 3 heavy-duty plates, and a redstone torch. Tier 1 booster is a yellow one, has to be yellow, a filled fuel canister, 2 meteoric iron, 2 heavy-duty plates, and an oxygen vent. You need 2 of those. Heavy-duty plates we'll get into later. You need compressed dash, which is a dash ingot, and an ingot compressor, which I'm about to show you, and a tier 2 plate. You need compressed meteoric iron, which is meteoric iron ingot, and a tier 1 plate. And for that you need 2 compressed steel, 2 compressed aluminum, and 2 compressed bronze, which is 2 coal. So yeah, 2 iron, and that makes steel, or iron and coal, and that makes steel. Aluminum is just 2 aluminum, and bronze is copper and a tin. Tin is 2 tin, and copper is 2 copper. And I'm just giving you a taste of how this works. But I'll take this and I don't believe the recipe matters, but just to be safe, do that, and then compressing. And this is like a really weird recipe. And I have a tier 1 plate. Now I take this, combine it with compressed titanium. Sorry, I screwed up somewhere. Hang on. Where's me? Meteoric iron. And compress that. And it does the anvil sounds. And sorry if I'm not talking as much here, but I'm not feeling too well recently, so. Did I screw up again? I screwed up again. Here we go. Okay. So yeah, does the anvil sounds, and then we will have our tier 3 plate. And that's a really expensive crafting recipe because you need this for all the components. But basically, then you need to craft your NASA workbench, and with that you can, and you have to put in schematics for these, and I'll show you how to do that quickly. And I have them in here. You simply go to unlock new schematic, you put in the schematic you want, and then you have these. So we're going to build a tier 3 rocket, And for that, we need these. And you can see like the little yellow sparks fly out of it. And you can see in the back. This. And we get a tier 3 rocket. But you know me, I gotta have the best stuff possible. So we are also going to add storage space. Yay! Isn't that exciting? Isn't that's so exciting, right? Yeah, whatever. I'm still adding storage space so that you can see how to do this. And will this work with trap chests? No, it won't. So, I'm just gonna find a normal chest. Give me a quick second. It's probably right under my nose. Yeah, whatever. Taking this. Who needs storage space? And you can see you like hold it above your head and you're automatically crouching. And you've got like this massive rocket on your in your hands. Strongest person alive. Look at me, I'm being propelled by a rocket. I don't know. So then you can get your rocket launch pad. It's a really simple recipe. Simple recipe, but not easy. But it gives you 9. So 3 blocks of iron and 3 compressed iron. And I'm going to quickly go game mode S. So then you can do this, and you get like your normal thing. But then when you put the last one in the middle, it kind of goes big like this. Get a tier 3 rocket, you're holding it above your head, you look really awesome, and yeah, you can throw that down. And then yeah, it looks epic. And by default, you're in F5 mode, which is kind of weird, but whatever. We're also going to look at the special armors added in. And I don't mean like the dash and whatnot, but no, you get a new tab in your creative inventory, and you can put on thermal padding, which is useful, although for what I'm not quite sure. And you put on like this special armor, and rotate your guy in this special little portrait, and you can see you look totally different now. I'm ready for space. Well, almost. The last thing you need to do with your rocket is you need to fuel it up. And for that we need a fuel loader, and I'm going to quickly go game mode C to attach this to a rocket launch pad, and you can see this kind of, like comes up and attaches to it. And then you need buckets of fuel, and for that, yeah, it'll be complicated, and I'm not showing you many of the recipes, but yeah, you'll need a bucket of fuel, and you'll need fuel canisters, and you'll need batteries, and I'm just using an infinite battery because it's, yeah. So we're loading energy in it, and if we press F, you see? And it's loading right now. And this will get us up to probably about, maybe it goes all the way up to 100% full. .0% full. It's not bad. And yeah, this is empty. So I'll get another canister of this out just to, get us full. I don't want us to get stuck partway through the journey. That would suck. So we're in the green zone right now, so that's good. Yeah, being in a green zone is always back. The recording cut off. So anyway, we're 100% full on fuel, and now technically we are ready to start the rocket launch. So we've got all our basic stuff down. I'm just gonna look at some of these machines really quick, because you know, everyone loves machines. So I'm going to take a look at the teleporter first. And basically how this works is you get like 2 telepads. Sorry, it's a telepad, not a teleporter. So then this one's address will make it 1. And the target address will be 2. And that'll quickly charge. See, it turns orange. Remember, it's blue. And that means we've got enough power. Now this one also need a battery, and this one's address will be 2. And the target address will be 1. And so this one's completely blue, and that's showing that it has enough power, and it's it's receiving a message from the other one that says it's ready. And the same thing's going on with this one. So if I walk into telepad 1, these particles are going to change color to cyan, then to green, and then we're going to teleport. Pretty cool. So then what else will I look at? We'll look at the oxygen stuff. And basically how these work is if we get saplings, any type of sapling, and I'll need bone meal too, obviously, because we're not going to sit here and watch trees grow. But how this works is you put down your oxygen collector. So you put that down right there, and you attach an oxygen pipe. Yeah, it goes all the way over here, and we'll just make it go pretty far. And we'll need an oxygen bubble distributor. And how this works is it takes leaves and pulls the oxygen out of them. And that oxygen is turned into, wait, what am I saying? I'm not concentrating. That oxygen is used for a oxygen bubble distributor. It's also used for trapping TGSs in trees. So it is collecting 180 thingies of air a second. And you see that's our energy, and it's outputting oxygen at that rate. If we look over here, we have a random sapling. Yay, random saplings. Get rid of these real quick. Yeah, opening up inventory space. If we look, this is now getting oxygen. Now on the side here, I am going to need a battery, but whenever I find a battery, we will be able, there we go. So it's receiving this, and it's receiving this, and now it begins to make a bubble. See this? And this bubble is made of oxygen. This is like an oxygen bubble. Duh. And it's currently visible, but you can set it to not be visible too. And basically how this works is anything within the radius of this bubble has oxygen, and you don't need to seal the air in or anything because it's a bubble. Now on the other hand, if you had a oxygen sealer, it seals the entire area, not just a bubble. However, because there is a catch, the entire area has to be sealed. So you see the bubbles invisible now. So then next we're going to look at the electric furnace, and I'll look at those later. These are cool. So how the electric furnace works is if you give it a battery, and now it's charging, you see? And that charges really fast too. So I believe, or here I'll check the usage. Oh, no, it's crafting usage, dang it. Okay, so I haven't actually looked at this, but I believe, no. Okay, it says it's a cool, I don't know. You know what, never mind, you dudes tell me. What is this used for? So I think we're going to fly to the moon now, and I'm going to go game mode S to show you exactly what this is all about. But first we're going to look at a few other cool stuff. So here I've got sensor glasses, and how this works is it kind of does this cool heads-up display. And you see we've got the advanced mode off, and this is used for targeting human beings. Or ores, sorry. It's used for targeting ores. So it's showing me that there's like a cluster of ores that way. And I could, you know, I could go for it, but, you know. So there is also food, which is dehydrated food. You can eat melons, potatoes, carrots, or apples, and these restore 1 hunger point. Well, some of them do anyway. Some of them are ridiculously overpowered in terms of food. And then there's the grappling hook, and this is one of my favorite things. You can throw a grappling hook. Yeah. Now, for some reason, this hasn't been working for me, but, well, and there's also a flag and slimelings, which I'll also get to later. Now, a flag, it looks really cool in F5, and I've done like a little setup thing. But basically, when you right click and hold, it does like that, and then it plants itself. You can get that back, and we're going to claim Mars for ourselves, or something. But for now, it is time to fly to space. And basically what you do is you press space to launch. There we go. And you can rotate yourself. Yeah, you can get some control of where you're flying, and you can see like your character through that window if he was facing the right way. See, you can see him, and he's like, "Why are you doing this to me, great God, who rules?" See, we're flying upward. Can move us around. Change our direction. And look, it's the world, dudes! Hey, I'm back. The recording cut off again. So anyway, when we left off, we were just flying away from home. We're kind of glitching out here. Sir, keep your hands inside the vehicle. Sir. Okay, so we've arrived and we have this whole catalog. But we can only visit the overworld, Mars, and asteroids. And asteroids aren't very pleasant. So we can follow Mars, and it says we need a tier 2 rocket. Asteroids is tier 3 and overworld's tier 1. And you can create a space station, which also requires tier 1. So we're going to be flying to the moon. Yeah. And the moon's also tier 1. So we're going to zoom in on it. You see? And then when I press launch up here in the corner, we are going to fly to the moon. Are you excited? I'm excited. Flying to the moon. So it's downloading terrain, and this can take a while. So we're in a moon lander. So you gotta press space to slow down your entry velocity. Because if your entry velocity gets too high, well, I'll show you what happens, but it's not very fun, especially in Game Mode S. You blow up. And you do respawn on the same planet. However, sometimes gravity will mess with you. And you get this weird diagram thing up in the corner, but I don't know what that's for. So yeah, that's what happens. Welcome to my life. So, but yeah, we're on the moon. We're gonna claim the moon for ourselves. Look, dudes, watch this. The moon is ours. And this moon dirt, moon turf, and moonstone are not. Whoa. Now, yeah, planets with low atmosphere also get meteors, which is a new addition, and you can see those too. And look, it leaves footprints. Robots don't have footprints like that. Well, robotic armor suits don't have footprints like that anyway. But, yeah. This is the moon. Dudes, we're on the moon. Look at us. We're also trapped in a cave on the moon. And there are all sorts of moon mobs / Mars mobs and whatnot, known as what did it say? Evolved versions of those mobs. I'm just gonna quickly escape this cavern because no one likes being trapped in a cavern. Okay, I'm going game mode C. But yeah. Look, we're on the moon. And you get all sorts of caves and whatnot in the moon too. And moon dungeons. See? Evolved creeper. Now I'm gonna quickly pull out a weapon and an explosive creator. And you'll just see their explosion is useless. And it's an evolved zombie there, and he has 30 hit points. Sir, that's ridiculous. And they're also much bigger than the normal mobs. You can see the fire stays there. But I'm gonna grab torches. I'll need like glowstone torches from Galacticraft actually. Because regular torches do not work. You see? And if you follow down the area, because you see regular torches burn out, but if you continue down these hallways, this is an actual dungeon, you can see the explosion does nothing. See, he's got 2 bows because he's overpowered. But combat on the moon isn't quite as exciting. Mostly because, you know, you're going... Oops, I forgot I was in creative. But yeah, combat on the moon is crappy. But yeah, you can find loot, which includes the normal dungeon loot. Because yeah, everyone flies to Mars for dungeon loot. Right, you can get horse armors, you can get rare stuff like saddles, and you can find these guys. Evolved skeleton bosses. 150 hit points, and they pick you up, throw you, they'll shoot at you. Yeah, here, I'll fight this guy in game mode S, just so that you can see exactly how hard he is to fight, and he'll like pick up arrows at you. He shoots you repeatedly. This is, yeah, he's not fun to fight. I'm gonna quickly go back into game mode C, because I don't want to burn to death. So usually when you fight him, usually you try to, you know, block off the lava first. And then when you kill him, he starts to spin around repeatedly, and it's a really good time to stand back, but not into lava, and he explodes. And he drops that, a key to a dungeon chest. And this key, when you pick it up, acts like a compass. It points towards the nearest chest, which is always conveniently in the next room. And when you put the key in, you get a bunch of stuff, and you get a NASA workbench schematic. Now, he's pretty easy to take on in the overworld, but on Mars or the moon, well, actually on Mars there's a different boss, but on the moon, yeah, it's gonna wreck your day and your life. But yeah, we're on the moon because everything is awesome. And like gravity physics are affected. Like, see that glowstone torch I threw? I can jump right over it without picking it up. It's moon physics. Here, watch. I can race this to the bottom of the hill and win. Like, you see? Things are very different here. Now, there's a few other things I want to go over. Oh yeah, slimelings. Got go game mode S, I can break these eggs. They turn into their damage form, and then if I break the damage form, okay, apparently I get a end of recording. But yeah, he's tamed to you. I can name him. I'll name him Slimy. And he has no inventory, no kills, and his scale is tiny. I can make him sit, I can make him follow, and his favorite food is emeralds. And he grows too. This guy's, yeah, red slime, and I'm pretty sure you can change that. But I'll show you quickly what happens if you feed them their favorite food. And the favorite foods are random, but they're always expensive. And you can get a Slimeling inventory bag, a Slimeling inventory bag, a Slimeling inventory. And sometimes you get crashed. Yay, everyone loves getting crashed, right? Not. Yeah, you can give him inventory bags. And yeah, and then he gets his own inventory. You can use him as a storage. And then if you give him emeralds or whatever he wants as his favorite food, then here we are. You're able to grow him, strengthen him, breed him, or heal him. But breed and healed is only if he's hurt, and breed is only at a certain level. So we're going to grow him. So now his skill is 6.1, 6.2 now. But you can also strengthen him. And I believe his favorite food will still be emeralds. So I'll give him another emerald, and I'll strengthen him. And yeah. But yeah, and these guys are completely loyal to you. Like, they won't turn on you. If you punch them, you can punch them to death if you want. And their health bar actually changes color by, you know, how hurt they are. It's like if I hit them again, and it's going to start to turn red. Yep, you see it's red now. Moon battle, so exciting. Ding. I don't know. And if you kill him, he drops his inventory bag. But anyway, I'm pretty much done here. Don't know about you, but I'm done. I want to head home. I want to go home. So, to head home, usually you get your rocket back, but if you accidentally don't land it, like I did, then you're trapped there. So it's always good to bring spares. Okay, so I can just put these down, and this is pre-fueled creative mode only. And we're going to fly home, and then I'll quickly show you Mars and space stations, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm burning the world to pieces. These can, if done properly, these can act as long-range transports if you turn sideways fast enough, but your render distance has to be pretty high for it to work effectively. And I mean, really, you could use a minecart. I mean, I know you gotta place all the rails and whatnot, but you don't have to craft all this stuff with an ingot compressor and whatnot. But anyway, fly back up and I'll show you Mars. Mars is basically the same. You get Mars dungeons, and you land in a slightly different thing. And yeah, you fall and then you bounce. And I'm trying to time this right. Bounce and you bounce and you bounce, and you see you're trapped in this thing. I would not like to be dropped onto Mars this way. And yeah. You can get your stuff out. And yeah. And the Mars boss from the Mars dungeon. And I don't even know if I'm gonna bother showing you. You know what? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna bother. I'm just going to spawn an evolved creeper boss. And this guy is bad news. Like, I mean, even worse news than normal. This guy cannot be hurt by a sword. Like, you see, I'm scoring all these criticals and doing no damage. You can see the criticals coming out of his head. But if I go to game mode S, then he will shoot TNT at me. They don't do too much damage, but you have to deflect them back at him in order to deal damage to him. Just like deflecting a gas ball. But these are pretty hard to, you know, hit back. I mean, you're not gonna... I mean, I know gas balls are pretty easy to hit, to, you know, return to sender. You know, TNT, I mean, this is TNT, it messes with your psychic stuff. So he's a hard boss to fight, and you can only fight him in survival too. See, I'm even retreating now, because because, you know, he's got me down, mostly because I forgot to bring food, because I'm such a smart cookie. Here, I'll do baked potatoes. But yeah, having a full hunger is almost a necessity. And especially if you've got like a laggy computer. I can imagine trying to fight this guy on a laggy computer. And he loses his heads too, and I mean that literally. I don't want to do his nuts, but I mean like he literally loses his heads. The more damage he takes, the more heads he loses. Because you know how when you're at full health, you regen and whatnot? Yeah, that's practically a necessity with this one. Because you need some way to get him back to health. And I mean, I'm fighting this guy with iron armor on. My computer does this weird lag kind of thing, where the mouse will, you know, spin around. And yeah, after you knock him off 2 heads, he goes like invulnerable, like how a wither will. And your TNT, and when you hit him with TNT, you do even less damage. And he'll, you know, he'll shoot you whenever he can. I believe he's regenning. Is he regenning? Oh, he might not be. Right, I'm back. Like, the recording cut off again. But anyway, got him down to 14 health. Can I beat him without dying? Can I beat him without dying? Can I win? I shot one of his TNTs out of midair. Hey, shoot at me. Only time I'm going to ever save him. Something to shoot at me. Except maybe it's also. And yeah, he loses his last head, he spins around, and, well, he explodes. You get a tier 2 dungeon key, and it's telling me that the nearest, oh, maybe not, I thought this acted like a compass. Oh yeah, in the inventory it does. Oh, no it doesn't. Oh well. That's stupid. But anyway. No. Record. And it adds a few new commands to the game too. Such as the there's a command that gives you the map. What is it? Slash does anyone know what it is? It's like one that, yeah, it's like a map. Does anyone know what it is? Dimension TP, here we are. And yeah, we're going to go to the overworld, but instead of going to the moon, we're going to create a space station. We just created a space station, you see? I'm going to fly to it. And this is what you get. And you get like the spawn thing. And yeah. You also get a parachest with a tier 1 rocket in it. That's how that command works. So yeah, that's that. So I'm going to look at the overworld. And we're going to fly to the... no, I won't look at asteroids. So we'll fly to the overworld. So that was the Galacticraft mod. I hope you enjoyed. I hope I don't take too much fall damage. And goodbye.